This is your boy Shipper Speaks. As you already know, the Flash warning is in effect. The Flash Season 7, Episode 7, Growing Pains. And then this episode will show you a lot of that. Before I get anything started, for those that are new to my channel, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And also just know really quick, I usually just do my content on anything that's Marvel and DC related. And there are times where I might go off tangent and then just do my own different various things. So let's get right into it, guys. This episode of The Flash, man, was a big one. We saw previews of this last year, bro, and clearly Barry Allen from the previews and the trailer just wasn't really having the Speed Force around, the Speed Force Nora around. So he amplifies his powers, makes him do all absurd and weird things. He practically got caught by Kramer this episode because Nora popped in thinking that she could help somehow, being a smother mother, if you will, and it just kept messing everything up. I mean, Barry literally destroyed the very evidence that could actually get Frost immunized from getting caught. I'm sorry, exonerated from her crimes, and Barry just went off on her, and Chester was right there, but it needed to be said. And granted, she ended up being holed up in her room in the guest house and locked, but into which Iris gets Barry to understand, like, well, remember the time when me and you both got our own places, and then when I came back home, me and Dad just kept clashing because I was so used to, have my own space and everything like that. And then reality bit her in the butt, and she realized, like, I'm my dad's baby girl, and this, that, and third. And essentially, Barry got to realize, like, you know what, I want Nora around because now that she's practically fully healed, she could be of asset still. This is the Speed Force at the flesh, right in front of him. He doesn't have to basically go traveling to the Speed Force anymore. The Speed Force is right there. And plus they have three other forces. They have the Still Force, they have the Sage Force, and another force as well. I think now that we have Chillblade in the mix, courtesy of a bartender, it's Killer Frost's old job, by a guy with the name of Mark Chillblade, which is a former cryogenist of Ivo Labs, who stole back his own microchip, his genetic neural microchips, and that way basically it scans people and takes their powers, and that's exactly how he got Killer Frost's powers. And I like the difference between Chillblade's powers and Killer Frost's, even though he stole Killer Frost's. But his condensation is a little bit more blue, powdery blue, I guess, blue jay blue, I guess, baby blue, if you will, sky blue, if you will. And hers is more icy white, so I thought that was pretty cool to differentiate between the two. There's also some friction there, some flirtatious friction there. You even had Nellie caught in her play. She was really feeling him. Even when they're out there fight, they basically stopped and paused on each other, like, yo, am I really attracted to this guy? Am I really attracted to this woman? He basically framed Killer Frost, because he didn't get to live out his life, as the greatest cryogenicist in the city. In fact, she even gave us a rundown of basically how he has powers. He was 9 years old, fell into the central ice park, and at first he was really afraid of the curve for about 20 seconds, and all of a sudden he was good. Started to feel really hot. And that's when how he basically got his powers. He practically died on the table. He was resuscitated, and he became the greatest cryogenist the world has ever seen, or self-proclaimed. But then not to mention, Kramer's on her ass, because Kramer's just so hell-bent on catching Frost. That's all she thinks. A blizzard can come by, she'll blame Frost. So at the very end of the fight, when Killer Frost defeats Chillblade by herself, which I don't think this will be the last time we actually ever see this guy. It definitely will not be. Allegra had to lie to the scene and say, well, I haven't seen Frost, things of that nature, to basically cover for her. Caitlin was arrested because Kramer just had to get her fixed. She's so gung-ho on catching Killer Frost. This is how she was. Really messed up stuff. But, yeah, you guys, I'm looking forward to the next episode, which isn't until about a month or so away. Few weeks, May 4th, I believe. We see the trial of Killer Frost, and Steel's will be fighting hard. A lot of big changes was coming through. Cecile and Camille, not Cecile, but Cisco and Camille, they were on a trip somewhere, so they didn't even see him this week. So we get to see him on the next episode. I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, this is will not be the last time we see Chill Blaine. This will not be the last time we see Kramer trying to get at Killer Frost, and Barry almost got caught, by Kramer, which I think she might address in the next episode. Honestly, um, just based off of her Barry hitting the damn car at speed, and then also her seeing the lightning, so that might make her think like, oh, so Barry Allen's the Flash. She's former counterintelligence. She's gonna put two and two together. If she's this hell bent on catching Frost, I'm pretty sure if she can recall Allen bumping into the back part of her bumper, her gas tank, I'm very sure she will most likely try to put pieces together to see whether or not Barry's the Flash or not. Because you see Barry almost going out there and facing, like, hey, I'm the Flash. When Kramer pulled up out the Keystone Bar. You know what I'm saying? After the whole Chill Blaine fight. But, Chill Blaine, even, and this is, I find this often ironic, he literally said that I'd rather die than go to Iron Heights. And he ended up actually going to Iron Heights. But, even Allegra had her reservations about Frost going into Iron Heights. To which she said, Frost, I've been to Iron Heights. It does not fix people. It's not good for criminals. It's not meant for you. It's bad news. But, Killer Frost, she had a revelation after fighting with Chill Blaine. She just goes, I need to atone for my past crimes, which I can respect, and big ups to her. But I just feel like, in all, it's like the trial of the Flash almost. She's gonna, spend a little time behind bars, and this is why I'm glad that Caitlin and her actually are separate, because in that way, at least Frost can be in jail, and Caitlin can still be out there living her life. They're not of one entity anymore. Because then that really would have made things a lot more awkward and murky. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to seeing what all happens next, you guys. If I miss anything, put them down in the comments below, and we'll have a discussion. I'll make a separate video about that. Peace and love, y'all.